This is Toronto Stevie Live. I know I haven't been on this channel for a long time, but I thought something recent events prompted me to get back on. So, before I go any further, please like and subscribe, join my channel, press me to put more videos on because I would be more than happy to do this. This is Toronto Stevie Live, the political desk, and the nation of Canada is in an uproar, at least on right wing conservative media, because the second conservative member of parliament, now ex conservative member of parliament, has crossed the floor to join the Liberals, leaving Mark Carney and the Canadian government one seat shy of a majority government. But I would say this: don't blame the Liberals for ex conservatives crossing the floor to join them, because this is not an indictment of the government. This is a precursor to a referendum on the leadership of Pierre Poilievre as the leader of the Conservative Party of Canada. Coming in January is a review of Poilievre's leadership, and I have a feeling that there may be others that may join the Liberals to give the majority. And when Poilievre does face a leadership review, the percentage is not going to be as overwhelming as you might think. But does this necessarily mean that Pierre Poilievre will resign as leader of the party and move on? Or will he stay on? Frankly, if I'm a liberal, my preference would be for Pierre Poilievre to stay on, because I have a feeling that as long as Pierre Poilievre is the leader of the Conservative Party of Canada, the Liberals will do very well at the polls. Now, we just had an election here in 2025, so theoretically, we may not have another one by 2028 or 2029. It could go as many as 4 years. So, whenever this happens, if Pierre Poilievre is still the leader of the party, I have a feeling that the Liberals will win re-election under Mark Carney, and they will continue as the government of Canada. So you had a Nova Scotia MP, Chris D'Entremont. It was on budget day, I believe, that he decided to cross the floor and join the Liberals. And just today or yesterday, Michael Maw from Markham Stouffville crossed the floor to join the Liberals. Apparently, so he had attended the conservative Christmas party, and actually had pictures taken with Pierre Poilievre. And then the following night, he attends the Liberal Christmas party, and he's introduced by Mark Carney as the newest MP to join the party, leaving the Liberals one seat shy of a majority government. Now, I've been listening on the radio. I believe it was Brad Smith, who is on AM 640. He is taken over that slot for the time being because John Oakley retired. And he's on. I was listening, and he was doing a satirical show, but he is indicative of a lot of the right wing media. They're freaking out, saying how unfair it is that an MP would cross the floor, would be elected under one party, cross the floor, and join the other. Some people have suggested that when somebody wants to kind of crossing the floor, they should resign their seat and face a by-election, go to the voters. We've had that sort of thing, but I don't think this is, this is really a legitimate argument. This is really, like I said, this is a referendum on Pierre Poilievre as a leader of the party. And this is one thing I've noticed, particularly with Brad Smith And if you look at all the talk on Twitter X or Facebook, um, they just, the usual voices just keep complaining about the liberals with hardly anybody at all spending time to realize, wait a minute, maybe these MPs have no confidence in Pierre Poilievre as a leader of a party to take that party to government. So it's kind of like that rats off a sinking ship argument. Maybe they realize that that's exactly what the Conservative Party of Canada is. That for the good of the country, they need to get away from that sinking ship and go on to the better ship. And for everybody freaking out over crossing the floor, I would remind people that this has been going on almost since Confederation. I'm just looking at Wikipedia, and it has here that the very first, September the 1st, 1868, just over 1 year after Confederation, Stuart Campbell, former anti-Confederate MP, becomes a Liberal Conservative member. 1868, there was like 1, 2, 3 people that crossed the floors in the 1860s, 3 more in the 1870s, 1 in the 1880s. Then we go all the way to the 1910s, and you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 20 people in the 1910s crossed the floor. 3 more in the 1920s, 1 in the 1930s. You get 1, 2, 3, 4 in the 1950s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the 1960s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in the 1970s. And then this is when I was a teenager in the 1980s. You get 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 in the 1980s. Getting into the 1990s, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, another 19 or so in the 1990s. And I believe getting into the 2000s, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, about 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 31 in the 19, from 2000 to 2010, over 30, at least 30, could be more, crossing the floor from one thing, from one party to another. My goodness, this is rampant. And this is not just liberals to conservatives, conservatives to liberals. Um, this is just so many people crossing the floor. And it continues on into the 2010s. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Again, like 30 in that from the 2010s to the 2020s. And then in the 2020s, so far, and the 2020s aren't even over yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. You have 15 from 2020 to 2025. We could get another 15 by the time the 2020s are over. So, like, I don't think people should not be freaking out over the fact that parties, people cross the floor. This is as as rampant in Canadian politics as elections. People cross the floor all the time from one party to another party. So all, you almost want to call it faux outrage when this happens, like it's something completely outrageous. But like I said, it's been going on since 1868. So, like, people should really just chill out over this. And also keep in mind that um, when someone crosses the floor from one party to the next, that they will have to once again face the voters when the next election happens. Like I said, it could be 2018, it could be 2019, or 2029, I'm sorry, 2028, 2029. Anyone who crosses the floor will once again have to face the voters in a general election, and they may get reelected, they may get voted out of office. You just never know what the future is going to hold. But to see people freaking out over this, to see them get all upset, um, um, it's just faux outrage. It's just like, um, you got to realize that I think people are losing confidence in Pierre Poilievre. This is the man who spent more than 2 years basically trying to convince the country that to make him prime minister. And, he could have been, had Justin Trudeau stayed on as the prime minister and led the Liberals into the next general election. It's very possible that Pierre Poilievre the Conservatives could have won the election, and Pierre Poilievre could be the prime minister right now. However, at the 11th hour, right before Christmas or right after Christmas break, um, Justin Trudeau resigned as prime minister, left politics, leaving a vacuum, and Mark Carney came in, um, ran for the leadership. I voted for him. He is my number one pick as the new leader of the Liberal Party of Canada, and he won the leadership, led the Liberals into the next election. And once again, I voted for my Liberal member of Parliament, Julie Zarowich. She got easily reelected in this riding at Davenport, and the Liberals won the election. So, like, Pierre Poilievre, in that same election, lost his seat, long held seat, and forced him out of the House of Commons or into the visitors' gallery. He had to win a by-election in Alberta to get back into the House of Commons. But I have a feeling in January, when this leadership review takes place, his the number of people that actually have confidence in him, I don't believe it's going to be anywhere near 80%. It might even be between 70 and 80%. But like I said, I'm hoping, any liberals are probably hoping, regardless of the outcome of this leadership review, firmly believe that Pierre Poilievre should stay on as leader, because if he leads the party into the next general election, the Liberals are going to be elected into a majority government. I firmly believe this, and I'm predicting this for the next one. So, um, I would say, in follow up to Mark Carney and the Liberals negotiating with just Donald Trump, there's another thing that I posted on social media that I'd like to follow up here, and that's that this this is a marathon. It's not a sprint, and you got to understand that any deal that the Trump administration favors, would support, is most likely going to be bad for Canada. So Mark Carney and the liberals should continue to keep their elbows up, continue to say no, stand up to Donald Trump, continue to negotiate, and basically negotiate for the best deal possible for the country, no matter how long it takes to negotiate, no matter how long it takes to get a deal, because you absolutely do not want to back down. You do not want to knowingly sign a bad deal that's bad for this country. So that's my take on it. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe to my channel. Leave me a comment. Find me on social media at Stevie Toronto. You'll find me on Twitter X. You'll find me on Facebook. And let me know what you think. This is Toronto Stevie Live, thanking you for watching, and have a good night, everybody.